Hello guys, welcome to today's lovely budgeting video. So on today it's going to be a weekly update, bi-weekly maybe, but we're going to be giving an update on my finances, what's going to be going into my September 15th paycheck, as far as bills and cash savings and whatnot. I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of where we're at. And so currently, before the 15th, I was at 31.34 of a balance on my account. That has been everything that should have been taken out from all of my bills, everything. That is where currently we were. So I'm gonna give you guys that transaction on my weekly pay, which is here. Yes. So we're going to jump into the September 15th paycheck, and we had a balance of $31.34 carry over on 9/15. And so from that, we had a cash deposit of $250.54. Of $250.54. It was a cash app. That was a rent that I get from my son. My kids do pay. Well, my son does pay rent and other fees that I cover, well, that I take care of his insurance and just a monthly rent. So $250 for monthly rent. And then let's see, I'm trying to make sure I got everything. Okay, and then my paycheck of $23.74.52, and then yes, so that's where we're at for that. So 31.34 plus 250.54 plus 23.74.52 equals a total of 26.56.40. So for cash savings, I'm going to go ahead and put my cash savings. I don't have it here, so I'm going to go ahead and do cash of $40 that I pulled out. And then I went ahead and pulled out, well, we'll get to that next one. So that gives me minus $40. So $26.16.40 is what we're carrying over for bills. So what are we paying in bills? So what is up to pay? We're going to be paying Wells Fargo for my mortgage. We are paying, I had it written down, guys, and I lost the paper. So now I don't remember how I wrote it out, but I did write it out. So we're paying city. So I'm going to put Wells Fargo over here on debt instead. So we'll put Wells Fargo here on debt, and that is $474. Let's see, water is going to be $110.78. Let's see, electric of $100. And let's see, what else am I paying? We are paying foundation. That is another debt for my bathroom remodel of $226. We have American Home Warranty of $66. Well, $67. I'm gonna round it up to $67. We have YouTube membership of 10 to member of $11. We have State Farm coming out, and I put that for $9.50, although it's not gonna be that much. I will say I cover, this is my automobiles, so I have full coverage on 3 automobiles. That's including me and my 2 kids. My son does pay his. My daughter will be paying hers once she gets her foot back on the ground. But also, that includes my house insurance. Let's see, we have Capital One. And that is going to be $61 for this month. We have my Pink Zebra website of $23. And then my PZ Scent Flirt membership, that is $44. And then let me see how much this is, because I think this should be it, but I can't remember. I'm trying to remember from my paper how much I was actually paying. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, and GM Financial. I'm gonna pay $200 on that, but I think there might be something else in here too, so let's do this. Okay, I think, yeah, that is it. Okay, so it was a total of $22.66. Well, no. Hold on, guys. No, I included debt, and I shouldn't have. So that's $15.05 of bills that I have coming out of this check. Then, so for that, 21, we'll do 26.16 minus 15.05 equals 111, or 1111 basically. And then we're gonna do our debt of 474 plus 226 plus 61, 761 on debt minus 1111 equals 350. Is that right? I think I may minus 110. I think this was wrong, the $200, but I will check, make sure. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So we will have $400 left over in my expenses. As far as variables, so for that I'm gonna have groceries, gas, miscellaneous, pets, and shopping, and then savings. And so I know I fumbled somewhere on my numbers here. I did pull out 434, so I was $34 less on here because I need to look at my numbers, which I think I left it at work. So I will look at it to make sure where I'm off, but I got $434 that I pulled out from my my savings, my account. And so 434. So for groceries, I put 150 groceries. I put $60 for gas. For miscellaneous, I did 40. And for pets, 30. And shopping, another 40. So we'll do 434 minus 150 minus 60 minus 40 minus 30 and minus 40. Oh, I put 400 on shopping, I wish. And giving me a balance of $114 in savings that I'm going to be able to use for the next 2 weeks. Mind you, 100 groceries, I did go up this week, and on gas because I am covering for the next 2 weeks. No, till the 30th. So the remainder of the month is basically, this is all, everything, even my miscellaneous. I doubled up on that. Pets, my pets are good right now, but I do pull cash for them just in case. And then $40 for shopping. Usually I give myself $10 or $20 for both of that and miscellaneous. But now I do have a balance of $114 in savings that I am applied. So with that being said, I'm going to adjust this to give me back that 434. So this was actually 150 that I was going to play toward that. 150. What else? And I know something's off here. And it's probably the State Farm. I think I probably put more than I actually intended to pay. Because it's usually not that much. So, but I went up because I don't know what my insurance is going to be for this month. Hopefully by the time of this video goes out, I'll have it. So let's see. So we'll do 110. And I do remember this was actually, the water was actually going to be $100 that I put. That extra $10 I did pay toward it because it was actually $110.78. So that has actually been completely just fulfilled. And the remainder should, as well as Wells Fargo has been fulfilled. All of these other ones are yet to come. Alright guys, I am back. So let's see. So yeah, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. So let me do this all over again, just to give you a rundown. And that's where that $10. So at least I know now. Gives us closer to it at $4.19. So at least we're about $15 off. I'm gonna go with it right now, guys, because I did pull the 434 out of the bank already. I will make sure I have the other paper. I'll find it because I did dig for it and I could not find it here at home, and I think I left it at work. So let's see. So let's do this all over again. 2616 minus 1436 minus 761 minus gives me a balance of $419. Now I'm gonna go ahead and total up my expenses for this next 2 weeks. Gives me $294. Am I wrong? 150, 60, 40, 30, 40, and 114. 434. Okay. And that is what I pulled out of cash. Okay. So we are off by $15. I will put that here. Let's see. 26 for income, 2616. 40. We have 1436 in bills. We have 761 on debt. And then we have 434 in expenses. And okay, let's do 324 in expenses and 114 in savings. Okay. So 2616 minus 1436 minus 324 minus 761 minus 114 gives me a balance of $19. Sorry, it's not $19 of where I need to find that. So I will find that. So I did not reach the $0, but I will look for it. I will make that adjustment. And I'll have to look at my bills again because I'm just going off of my regular monthly bill tracker, which this is what that is. So that's what I went off of to basically come up with this. Sorry guys if it takes me a minute, but yeah, that is where we're at for the bills. 434, I did go get that from the bank, and I did put it into my cash wallet. I did not do a video on that. I had planned to do one for my cash wallet, but I will show you. The envelopes do have the cash and they've already started being used. So for fuel, I already put $30 or 20. That's what it was. I put $50 for gas because I have 20. I already put 30 in and I have 20 because I don't use a lot of gas whenever, I just go home to work to home. It's probably very seldom that I try to go out unless I'm doing my meditation, weekly meditation, but that's it. So that's probably where I lost track. That extra $10. So $50 here. So that at least leaves me $9 remaining that I need to find, which I will find. And then pets, $30 here. And then miscellaneous, I did already use some of that miscellaneous money, so I do have 26, which means I spent already $13 and some change there. Food, I did buy some. I did not buy all groceries, but I did buy some food, so I do have $1, $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, so I did spend about $20 there. And then that was for my birthday. And I didn't have a shopping. I tried to find my shopping one. I couldn't find it. So, but I did use that already. So I will say that that's already been gone. The $40 from that is gone. And that's why I didn't end up doing a cash envelope or cash stuffing for my wallet. just to give you guys a glimpse of what I had. So that's pretty much it there. This is from last week. I will now, as bills coming out, this is where we'll start tracking again. I know coming the 15th, there will be coming some stuff that gets drafted out of my account. So be on the lookout for that once I get that updated for the week. It'll be for the week. But that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I will try to get better at, you know, getting that weekly budget, you know, at glance, better, you know, better on track for me, so that I can give you guys a better glimpse of where I'm at on it. So with that being said, guys, much love. Let's go ahead and use hashtag gold for my nails. I did get them done finally. It's been a minute. I was kind of wanting something like going into the fall colors, deep greens, blues, and whatnot. So let's do hashtag gold. I know, y'all, that's redundant. That's not even important. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.